Let's jump into the content, guys. Today, it really goes hand in hand with what we've been focusing on this week. Those of you who attended the call with Christina on Tuesday learned how to come up with, learned how to create a campaign, but also learned, more importantly, how to generate a follow-up system for campaigns. And I set this as the itinerary for today's call prior to even knowing that Christina was going to be having that call. But I think it's great to reflect upon and kind of hear, where you guys are at in regards to these leads that you guys are getting, and how you're going to continue to converse with them, because we all know, hopefully by now we all know, it's a fact, one contact is not most likely going to get the job done. It's going to require consistent follow-up and feedback, and the only way to do that is through a system. And our goal, in coaching, is to create systems that are duplicatable so that it makes our lives easier. And so that's exactly what the SMART plan is. I'm not going to go into a SMART plan today because we were literally given the detailed step-by-step on how to do that. If you weren't on that call, you missed a good one. And so I would challenge y'all to go back and look for the recording of that. And also, if you don't know what the content is that was covered, you can actually go to our closed group Facebook page, KWXL. And Christina had shared a file that literally broke down exactly what every touch should look like. And that came from, what's his name? Nick Barwin, something like that.
Baldwin.
I should know this.
Baldwin.
Baldwin, Nick Baldwin. He's the regional tech guru, and he's releasing stuff all the time. But I wanted to show you guys a couple interesting things. Today, the conversation is about making a Facebook ad and some do's and don'ts. So over the past 3 or 4 weeks, I've been experimenting a lot. And my experimentation has led me to a few conclusions. So it started, let's see here. It started down here. Can you guys all see my screen? Yes. All right, Chesterfield was a listing of mine. This was active, I don't know, a little over a month ago. So I've got Chesterfield 1, 2, and 3. Now I threw, I want to say $30 a pop at each of these. And I just wanted to experiment. So the thing that I wanted to do was have the same verbiage on all the ads, the same design. So you can kind of see the thumbprint here. That's all that's important. They all say the same things, and they're all the same layout. The only thing that's different with these is the picture. One is straight on front of the home. The other one is a little bit more artsy, kind of at an angle. And then the other one is a picture of the backyard. If you come across here, I do most of my ads for 2 days. Reason being, I like to have it concentrated, and because when I'm focusing on something, I like to have it like quick. What Facebook typically recommends is a 10-day ad run. But if you're advertising a listing, why would you do that for 10 days when it's definitely gonna be gone within 10 days? So I do 2. You can see the number of impressions. That's the number of eyeballs that have hit it. So the number of eyeballs that it hit the one in the backyard was only 715. The one that had the artsy shot of the front was 766, and then over 100 more of the dead on straight. So what I learned from this is people don't care about artsy stuff. They just want to see the blunt front of the house. Out of this, I got 10 leads from the backyard, 17, so nearly double just by putting the front of the house on it, and then 13 for the artsy one. So I did get leads, and I did spend less than $2 per lead. So even this one of the backyard was $1.50 a lead. That's still really, really good. But I'd rather get more bang for my buck. So zeroing in on what to do, simply put the front of the house on there. Don't overthink things. 88 cents a lead. That's pretty sweet. The following week, I continued, and I learned some more. Dead on front, 18 clicks. Artsy with an American flag, and you can't see it, but the American flag is a little bit more noticeable on this, so I think it drew the eye a little bit more. 21 clicks, so it actually got more than the blunt face saw head on. And then I took an interior shot. This is an interior shot of one of the best rooms. It's really cool, but people don't care about that apparently. Only 6 leads were generated from that. That's $5 a lead. Now you guys tell me, would you rather spend $1.43 for a lead or $5 if we're pinching pennies? It's pretty simple, right? So interior shots in my eyes don't work, and backyard shots typically aren't working as well as front of the home images. So last week, I went with 3 more. The 2 that I did identical ads, okay? One was for Facebook, and I hadn't tried this before, but one was for Instagram only. I was really curious on this one. Well, my curiosity led to over 1,000 impressions. So over 1,300 eyeballs hit it, only 2 leads. On the other end of the spectrum, 1,400, so just a few more, honestly, eyeballs saw my Facebook ad, but crazy increase on Facebook. So what did I learn? I learned that I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of Instagram only ads because the payoff wasn't here. Now, should I give it more than just one shot? Probably. Will I? Probably not, if I'm being honest. And then I said to myself, I need to throw Keith some bones here because Keith doesn't want to drive all the way up to Columbus. So here we go. I worked with the Wiley Group because I knew that they had a listing going active, and well, that listing was pretty much sold by the time this thing got up and running. But it's a similar feel in the ad design, but it's a Jackson house. And so what I learned is, holy cow, 3 times the number of impressions, 3 times the number of eyeballs, and more than double the amount of leads. One of my key takeaways here is, let's think of where all these other ads have been. They've all been within the city limits of Columbus. Think of how many other people are running ads in the metro area of Columbus, where we have 1.2 million or something living, right? There's a lot, it's saturated. But out in Jackson, a smaller metropolis, still plenty of people out there. I honestly, this was really good to discovery because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if there'd be a lot of people on Facebook, but apparently there are, and apparently they were going gaga over this house. And so what we did was we found Keith a couple additional homes that are in the area that he could speak to in case these folks were interested in this house. Keith had texted me right afterwards, like, can you give me like what the ad said and the address and all that stuff? And at the end of the day, I said, yes, I can. But let's all remember, and this goes for us all, you're just getting their contact information for future business. What are the odds that John Smith, you get in touch with him based off this Facebook ad, and he's the one that goes into contract on this home? They're probably very slim. But are the odds better for you to get in touch with John Smith and put him on a search and do future business with him? Yeah, I think the odds are probably better there. So don't hesitate to call folks as soon as you get that lead. Remember, the best results happen within 3 minutes after the phone call or after the lead comes in. So call them quick. So here's what I'm doing now. This week, I'm going to experiment with this theory a little bit more. I don't have any active listings right now. And I talked with my coach. He said that one of the top ads that he has run was a how to sell your house in 30 days ad. And so that's something that's kind of eye grabbing. It's something very short and sweet. And it says, click here to learn more. It's very, very short and sweet. I'm going to run one of these ads. They're both identical. I'm going to run one in Westerville, which is a larger, more tightly packed metropolis. And I'm going to run one in Delaware. The thought process there is Delaware is probably a lot less techy a lot less Keller Williams. There's what, like 7 Keller Williams here in Columbus, whereas there's only one like remote office, I think, up there. So odds are I'm going to bet that I get double the leads in Delaware running the same ad. That's my hope.
When you're running these ads for like 2 or 3 days, what are you setting your budget at? Are you still setting it at?
So the question is, what am I setting my budget at? I don't want to tell you guys to do what I'm doing with my budget. I'm spending $30 a pop on them, so $15 a day. I'm able to do that because I'm generating a lot of business this year. This has been my best year, and so I can afford to do it. We use the term red light, green light. So you've got to play red light and green light in regards to your expenses at all times. And this goes for your personal life as well. If you are bringing in a lot of money, or maybe you just got a bonus, you can probably spend a little bit more money. But if you are brand new and you don't have a single deal going, then it should be pretty challenging for you to spend money. So you really got to be pinching your pennies and spend when the time is right. So if you can only afford $5, do it. Maybe you get 5 leads and maybe one of those pans out, and then you get $6,000, and then you can throw more money at your next ad. That's a great question. I wanted to, and I'm going to see if we have enough time here. I'm going to create another ad, and I'm going to do this. This will probably be the last time that our group here has this conversation about how to create an ad. I just want to do it real quickly with y'all. We've done this before. Some of you have joined since, and I want to make sure that you all are aware of how to do it. So we're going to create a new campaign. It's going to be a social ad. The goal here, this has been another thing that I've tested. I find the most luck with attract buyers. I think it hits more eyeballs. However, what I'm really looking for here is what we want to do is attract listings. So I'm gonna click attract listings. I need to enter a name for the campaign. So this will be sell your home quick, Jackson. And then lastly, where we will campaign run. Well, I don't even know how to use Twitter, so I ain't using Twitter. We just determined that apparently Instagram stinks, so I'm going Facebook. Your faces are covering me. Hold on one second. All right. Set up campaign. If you don't have that square logo, you're supposed to have it. It's in our Facebook closed group. So right here, you see a green check mark next to name and goal. Okay, so green check mark is good, means we can proceed. I'm not taking this from a listing, so I'm gonna skip by this. Those previous 3 ads that I ran were from a listing, so I just imported the photos right straight from the MLS. Super simple. So I'm gonna add text here. I like short and sweet and succinct. I don't think people, when they're scrolling through, are going to spend time reading a book. So let's just keep it quick. I also like to throw in emojis. Emojis catch people's eyes. Where'd my emoji go? Here we are. Find out how to sell your house in 30 days. This is one of those like kind of like clickbait type things. Like this is, I'm promising a lot here, but I'm also intermixing some things that are gonna grab your eye. So the emojis, they grab your eye a little bit more than your typical your message. Additionally, having one word that's all capped, or 2 words maybe that break up the configuration of the sentence a little bit, I feel that those help as well with visibility. Short and sweet. And you can see over here on the right that it previews. Find out how to sell your home in 30 days. Dana, by the way, I'm a little jealous that you're outside on this beautiful day and I hear like the breeze blowing in the background. Thanks a lot.
Oh, sorry. I did because somebody was out here like with the chainsaw and cutting some stuff. So
You're
sorry.
bringing the outdoors in. Thank you.
Yep.
Headline. So this is what's going to be down here. I'm just going to say something like, eliminate the stress from your life. So something short, but like promises less pain. We're going to try this out. This might be a total dud, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a perfect ad maker, and I'm still learning myself. I've run a lot of ads though. And what I'm seeing is that short and sweet and little calls to action are what lead to clicks. Under description, I only fill this out because you have to. You're going to see what happens to this description here in a second. So right now you see that in the preview here, but as you scroll down, we're going to save the ad text. We're going to add media. We're going to select media, add images. I'm going to browse my design library because I already designed the design that I want to put in here. This is just, I literally grabbed this and retyped over here a design that I liked and a eye-catching home. It automatically imports it, boom, preview and crop, perfect, save image. Now you see the image over here. Pretty eye-catching with the red color block and beautiful house. Save. Configure. Now, it needs to link to a page. Notice down here it says the description, click learn more to find out how. Whenever I put this in, it eliminates that. So I've asked Christina about that, and I'm not sure that we have an answer on why that happens yet. But this is the preview like anyone else is going to see when they're surfing the internet. I like my button to say learn more. Once they click this, that's how we get their information. And then it spits the person out to a website. So I like to do my website. Ad targeting, I always do custom because otherwise look at the location it's got. Do I care if my ad runs in Austin, Texas? No, I don't. I want it to be here. In fact, and you can either target your database or target a custom audience. For all these, I've always done custom audience. If I was running like a special deal, which I actually am going to be doing, I'm going to be doing something for my database here starting tomorrow, then I might go target my database. But for now, I'm going to look for Jackson, Ohio. The smallest radius that you can do is 15 miles. It used to be, I think, 10, and then Facebook decided that that was too centric, I guess. And then add or change interests. I always do the same 3. Zillow. So somehow Facebook knows that people who look at Zillow are also browsing this. You're going to get more eyeballs on it. So Zillow's 1, realtor.com. And you can see when you hover over this, that's a potential 4,716,690 people is your audience size. People that have been on realtor.com and also Facebook. And then lastly, mortgage loans, 169 million. Cool. Save selection. Save Facebook ad. Duration and budget. For these ads, I'm going 3 days. $30. Cool. My ad is ready. Now all I need to do is go to publish. You're gonna ask something?
So this is how to sell your house in 30 days. They click learn more. It goes to the lead generation page. When they finish filling that out, it goes to your KW website, correct?
Yeah, I get a Kelly notification and it auto-populates into my command contacts.
So then you contact them, and that's how they get the information of how to sell your house in
Yeah.
30 days. It's not going to take them somewhere to.
Now you could create a landing page through command if you wanted to, but I'm not going to speak to that because I don't know how to do it. It's actually pretty simple. I just haven't played with landing pages yet. So if somebody else would like to do that and teach us how to do it, more power to you. I'll get there one day. So these are the ads that you guys are going to get leads off of this weekend. So when you get one, the person may be interested in selling their home. So what I would recommend your script to look something to the effect of, hey, this is Josh with Keller Williams, and I just got your information through a home website saying that you might have interest in learning how to sell your house real quick. When would be a good time to set up an appointment to talk? Tomorrow, I have a window tomorrow at noon or tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Which works best? It's not a lengthy conversation. Your goal here is just to establish some communication and to establish hopefully an appointment in a perfect world. You're asking for the appointment. Never forget that, guys. It's easy to lose track of. At this point, we're all excited just to get a conversation about real estate. At the end of the conversation needs to come the ask for the appointment. If we never ask for the appointment, then we never get the appointment. So for Chelsea to ask for the phone number of their neighbor who's not quite ready yet, she at least asked for the appointment. At least go down swinging, right? So the script is short and sweet. Hey, this is Josh with Keller Williams. I just got your contact information through a home website. They don't care where you got the information from. I understand you might have interest in learning how to sell your house. I'd love to sit down and talk with you about how easy we can make that. When would be a good time to chat? I got time tomorrow at noon, time tomorrow at 3. Pick whatever times work best for you. Please take this stuff to heart, guys. If I find that we're not utilizing the ads or the leads that I'm sending out, you're not going to get leads. Just case closed, okay? So if we're not contacting leads, you're not getting leads. There's no point in me wasting my money sending you stuff if you're not going to do anything with them. So take that message to heart. That's a promise. Take notes and get these leads converted to contacts for you that eventually you will do business with. I have faith after talking with each and every one of you that you guys can make this happen. And this can supplement a little bit, not completely replace all the contacts that you're supposed to be out there on your own getting. Cool? It's 2:02. I've gone 2 minutes past my window. I apologize. I will give you 2 minutes back next week. Hey, next week for real, it's group choice. So we are going to discuss whatever it is. Our main topic will be whatever it is you guys would like to discuss. So be thinking over the next few days, and what I'll probably do is next Monday or Tuesday, I'll reach out and say, hey, group consensus, what's a struggle that you guys are facing, or what's something that's going really well that you want to talk more about? But what is a topic that you would like to discuss next week? This is where we can have some fun. Hopefully this call was good. I know that I definitely got some good best practices. If I were a new agent in your guys' shoes, some things that Chelsea or Dana or Dawn or the rest of you guys have been doing, and some of us expressed some opportunities that we're having. Just getting those out into the open can do a wonder of good, and sometimes talking through it with a coach or with your peers can really be helpful. So challenge this week, guys. Nobody hit 100. Let's do this. First person to hit 100 contacts. First person to hit 100 contacts, I will give you a free copy of Millionaire Real Estate Agent. That's like a $30 sale. It's awesome. I guess I should go buy one now. Because you're not getting mine. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful week, and let's go get some business.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.